I built this serving tray for ramekins with a locking flip-up handle. For the material, I'm using some nice figured maple that was given to me as firewood. Got my wood cut. Now I need to decide how big to make this thing. And sometimes I only bring 4, so I don't want to make the tray too big. Maybe this size. And if I bring more, then these will just stack on top. I think this would be a good width. I just cut a test joint with my Screw Advanced box joint jig. So I got a piece of scrap to prevent chip out, the 2 long pieces and 2 short pieces, and I'm going to offset those by 1/4 inch so that the fingers will match up and clamp all these in place. I just cut these pieces to their final width. Now I just still need to cut a ledge for the bottom. There's various ways to attach the bottom. The traditional is to cut a rabbet and have the bottom go into here. But that's quite a pain in the ass to assemble, and usually you end up with a little bit of gap here, so it's actually not that strong because you've got this narrow piece that has to hold it all. A stronger option is actually just to glue the bottom flat on, but you can bevel it here to hide it a little bit, but it's still not the prettiest. So another option is to cut a rabbet in the bottom and put the bottom in like that. But that ends up with this part being quite thin. So what I'm going to try to do is to cut a rabbet, but to cut it really, really shallow here. And the bottom is mostly going to get glued on this surface right here. So I have to fit that very precisely. But I can take my time with that because I can assemble the box and then slide the bottom in. Just gluing some thin pieces of wood into the gaps left by the rabbets, and I'll trim those flush once the glue dries. Now I have to get the size of that bottom just right. Now before I glue that bottom on, I'm going to make sure everything is smooth and sanded. I just cut the joints for the carrying handle for my tray, once again with the box joint jig, but this time using smaller gears to get finer fingers. I'm just going to hinge this handle on some finishing nails for now, because I'm trying to figure out how to make this work so that I can flip it up and somehow lock it up. So I ended up thinking about this for a good long time, and now it's a day later. So what I've come up with is this thing here, and this leaf here is a wooden spring. So as the handle goes like this and flips this way, that gets pushed down and latches, and then to lower the handle I just have to push that down with my fingers, and then I can flip the handle back down. I want to make a spacer to hold these ramekins from sliding around to go in the bottom of this tray. This tray's all varnished, and now I just need to hinge that handle on here somehow. For the pivot I decided to just use some nails, and I drilled a hole that's slightly larger in the case and slightly smaller in the handle so that the nail will get stuck in there.